Hey guys, this is Graham Matthews with Empower My Intuition. Do you know what the number one question is that my students ask me when I start tutoring them? Do you know what the number one answer is when I ask my students, how is it going in chemistry class? Well, the number one question that my students ask me is, am I going to fail A-level chemistry? The number one answer that my students give me is, am I going to pass A-level chemistry? The very first thing I do is I show my students how to believe in themselves and in their abilities. And in this video, I want to show you how to create a sense of self-confidence that will allow you to handle any difficult circumstance. This is a disclaimer. This video is not for you if, number one, you're just flicking through YouTube videos looking for something funny to watch. Number two, if you're happy with the grades that you have in your A-level courses, or number three, if you're not really interested in putting the work in to change your current situation. This video is for you if you can see that your lack of self-confidence is affecting your course grade. Number two, you aren't happy with your course grade and you want to improve it. Or number three, if you're willing to put the work in, the effort needed in order to change your self-confidence. So if you're interested in developing an extreme level of self-confidence, then keep watching this video. We need to get some key definitions and terms down so that we can work on your self-confidence level. The first term we need to understand is that of a state. A state just describes how you feel at a given moment in time. There's only two possible states: the state that you're in, the present state, and the state that you want to be in, the desired state. For example, present state. If I ask a student, how is it going? I normally get something like, well, you know, it's not going too well, Graham. Gotta be honest. I wake up in the morning, I'm stressed out. You know, I'm getting ready for school. I'm thinking about my A-levels. Really stressed out. I'm on the bus, I'm thinking about it. When I get to sixth form college, yeah, you know, I meet my friends, but then we go to class and oh, there's just so much work to be done, you know. Teachers talking really quick. There's PowerPoints going up on the screen. There's all these practice questions we've got to do. I'm really stressed out. I feel like I can't handle it. And then I come home. I don't seem to have any free time to do anything. Then, you know, I start studying and I think I know what's going on, but I'm not really confident in how I feel about the exam or my homework set. And then I got to start worrying about the end of unit test coming up. How am I going to get all this work done? Yeah, then I got my UCAS exam coming up. Well, I'm not really confident about that one. I mean, I hope I pass it. I don't know how I'm going to get into university. Right, now, if you listen to that story, did you notice how I described the typical state the students come to me in when I ask them, how's it going? On the other hand, after they work with me, what I normally get when I ask this question is something totally different. I say, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going great. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, yeah, you know, I'm really learning a lot working with you. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I get up, I get ready for school, and at the end of the day, I feel tired, but it's kind of like a good tired, you know, like you feel like you've achieved something, you feel like you've learned something. Yeah, it's really great. And then I'm doing my homework and I'm following along with what you tell me to do and explain the concepts, and I know how to read the mark schemes and how to answer the exam questions. And yeah, I'm really feeling good about myself. I can see my grade improving in the class, and yeah, it's going good. I got my UCAS exam coming up, and well, yeah, I feel confident about that. I know if I keep on doing what I'm doing now, I'm going to ace that UCAS exam. I'm going to make my predicted grade, and then, well, at the end of year 13, I'm just going to get the grade that I want. I'm going to go off to university. I'm having a really good time at it. A lot of work, but yeah, learning a lot, having a real positive experience about A-level chemistry or A-levels in general. Now, did you see how the desired state is a lot more optimistic and upbeat than the present state? The next definition we need to understand is that of an outcome. An outcome is really simple. An outcome is, well, what do you want? But it isn't a to-do list. It isn't a task list. It's something of a higher level where you think, right, what I want is I want to move from my present state to my desired state. I want to move from feeling really stressed out and anxious and upset to, on the other hand, just feeling really good about myself and my abilities and that I can do this. The next definition is that of a belief. Now, beliefs are, well, they're a video in themselves. But what a belief is something which you hold to be true, and it's something which you create based on your experiences in the world. So, a belief can either be empowering or it can be limiting. For example, an empowering belief would be, oh, I'm good at A-level English. Oh yeah, it's easy. It just comes to me naturally, Graham, you know. I could do A-level English all day. This is an empowering belief. On the other hand, a limiting belief would be, well, I'm not really good at A-level chemistry. No, I find it hard. It's difficult. You know, no, it's just hard work for me. It doesn't come naturally. I really have to work at it. You see how the two beliefs contrasted each other. The empowering belief made you believe that the student was really good at A-level English. On the other hand, the limiting belief made you believe that the student wasn't very good at A-level chemistry. From my own past, I had a belief when I was in high school that I couldn't do French. Oh, I hated French. Couldn't do foreign languages. You asked me about French class, well, you know, gotta go to French class. Yeah, used to hate French class. Used to tell myself it was difficult. I couldn't do it. That I just was not wired to do a foreign language. And to this day, I can't do French. I can't speak a word of French. On the other hand, if you ask me when I was in high school about science classes, oh well, I love science classes. Yeah, science and math came to me easily. Yeah, I was good at science and math. This is my strong point. This is what I knew I was wired to do. It just came easily in science and math, but French didn't. So, because of my limiting belief about French and my empowering belief about science, I never took a French class outside of high school. But I took, obviously, all these science classes. Belief is not a fact. A fact, for example, would be the law of gravity. Whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, it still exists. If you walk off the end of a cliff, you're going downwards. So beliefs can affect our ability and our possibilities. For example, because I believed I wasn't very good at French in high school, I never enjoyed the French class that I took, and I never pursued foreign languages outside of high school. My belief affected my ability. So, beliefs also affect your possibility. For example, scientists and doctors thought they believed that it was impossible for a man to run a 4-minute mile until Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Because he believed that he could do it. He wasn't limited by his beliefs, he was empowered by his beliefs. So beliefs come in many different forms, and they're normally written as I am, because I, or if I, then. Or for example, because I wasn't very good at math at GCSE, I'm not going to do very well in A-level chemistry. Is this a fact? No. You may do well in A-level chemistry because you may understand how to study, how to take notes, how to ask questions in class, and you may be motivated, you may be driven to do well in A-level chemistry because you want to become a medical doctor. I am not very good at A-level chemistry. Is that a fact? No. You just started the course. Maybe in year 12, or maybe you're in year 13, and you're thinking, I'm working at it. So to say I am not very good at A-level chemistry is not a fact because you don't know yet. And the word yet is what you want to put on the end of a sentence. I'm not very good at this yet, but I will be if I keep on working at it. The other one is what's known as an if-then statement. If I study really hard for this end of unit test in A-level chemistry and I fail it, then I will prove to myself I can't do A-level chemistry and I'll never become a doctor. Is this a fact? No. It's just one test out of many, many tests over the course of 2 years. The two events, the test and your ability in A-level chemistry, are not tied together. So again, beliefs, they aren't facts. They're how we interpret the world around us based on our experiences. Here comes the homework. Number one, you need to write down your present state. You need to write down how you feel about A-level chemistry right now. Now you need to write it down because writing it down actually crystallizes the thought in your mind, and it kind of meshes the conscious and the subconscious together. So write down the present state, how you feel right now, and then number two, write down the desired state, as in how you want to feel. Now notice, I'm not talking about writing a to-do list. I'm not talking about writing a task list. I'm just asking you to write down how you feel right now about A-level chemistry and how you want to feel in the future about A-level chemistry. The next thing you need to do is you need to write down your outcome. Now we'll talk about this in the next video, but you need to be really crystal clear about what you want to achieve. As in, I want to move from my present state over to my desired state. The next thing you need to do is you need to write down all the beliefs you have about A-level chemistry. Take out a piece of paper, draw a vertical line down the middle of the page, and on one side write down limiting beliefs, and on the other side write down empowering beliefs. And then you're going to write down all the beliefs that you have about A-level chemistry using the format that I talked about, which is because I am, if I, then. So if you need to rewind the video and go back to the example I talked about, then do that. The idea is that you're just going to write continuously on this piece of paper until you have no more beliefs left that you have not written down about A-level chemistry. The page may be full on limiting beliefs, it may be really short on empowering beliefs. It doesn't matter. You can't get it wrong. The only thing you have to do is complete these 3 parts for this exercise. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to move from the present state over to the desired state. Come up with a game plan that allows you to do this really, really effectively and really, really quickly. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.